Okay, I wanted to show you guys this. So SideBrain on YouTube. He is also on Instagram, and he is a certified, I think, Ableton trainer, if I'm not mistaken, too. Came out with a plugin. I told you guys about it a little time ago. It's called Keyboard Monitor. It's a Max for Live for Ableton. This is all Ableton talk here. So if you don't use Ableton or not interested in the suite, this video won't be for you. But one of the things that Push needs to add, and I've said it, I'm sure others have said it, and they obviously know it too, is the ability to see what you're playing, because we don't have any notes here. It's not like with a keyboard where you kind of know, you learn the octave and then you kind of know where you're going. If you change the scale on here, you have to know what notes fit that scale and where you're at, okay? So a lot of people that play on here will play in chromatic mode, which is what I'm in right now, or you could say C, or however you want to term it, C major. They'll go C major and then put it in chromatic, and then you don't have to worry about that. Well, this plugin they built on desktop, it shows you the keys that you're actually playing, and it tells you the chord you're playing. And prior to right now, what I'm about to say, because they just dropped this update for this version, you now can see the actual note you're playing. So if you click here and go into it, and you look in this corner, you'll see that if I play these three notes, I'm playing an F over A. So that's an F bass note, which I believe is this note. And then it's an A major. So it's an F over an A. F in the bass note and then an A. Actually, this is probably the, hold on. So yeah, anyway, that's what it is. All right, so there's a D minor 7. So if you play something that you like, this is cool, because now you can kind of figure out you can learn the chords a little more and see. Now I'm in a scale, so if I was to change the scale, then obviously the notes are going to change. But this is the scale, right? This is C. So it's showing me a chord here, but we'll go away eventually. But if I just play this note, it should show me this note, but it's not. So there's a little delay. This is in the standalone version, and I'm not using a power chord, so that doesn't really matter. There's a little delay in it. They may have to fix that, because because it doesn't show it on this screen. You have to actually go into the secondary screen. But it is a little delay. I'm gonna have to mention that to him. But it's just cool. This is what Ableton really needs to add to the Push 3, in my opinion. This is one thing they need to add that will make it so much better, especially in standalone. Because when you're in the regular, if you're just using it as a controller, it's not a big deal. Even then, you still want to see what notes you're playing. So if it's a combination of notes, I want to know I'm playing, oh, okay, that's an F. Here's an A7. So it needs to change a little quicker. It's a little slow. I don't know why it's going that slow. But he just dropped it. I think it's the greatest thing. If they could add it to the Push, it would be amazing. B minor 7. If you play outside, let's see what it does if you play. Yeah, so if you play outside, it tells you what that chord is. Incredible. So anyway, just wanted to share that with you. It's called Keyboard Monitor, and you can put it as a device before your actual instrument. So there's no instrument. That's why you're not hearing anything. So let's say I go into this track and I add in, we'll go to collections since it's all right here. Go to instruments, and I go to this upright piano. You won't hear it because I don't have it plugged in, but, well, you kind of hear it, but not really. So then you click over here, go into it. F5. I'm trying to see if it shows a single note. So it's not showing single notes, it's only showing chords. I would love it to show single notes. That may be something they have to. F5 with a B. It's an F5 and it's a B major. E5. So it is accurate because there's a C major right there. I know that. And then if I bring this here, it's a C minor. Yep. So it's working just fine. And what's cool is just having this. So I hope Ableton at some point puts this built into the system. In fact, it should be no matter what instrument you go to, don't even have to have this, that just somewhere above the instrument, it would just show you what notes you're playing. And it doesn't here, obviously, but with this keyboard feature, having it on deck, being able to see that chord is kind of nice. It'll help you learn your notes if they would play the notes instead of just playing chords. So I'm going to see and mention that I noticed that it doesn't play the chord. Let's see. And it's freezing sometimes. I'll mention that to him, but this is exactly what I was hoping Ableton would add. And this is proof they can do it. They just need to get on it. And I'm being serious about that because this is for this pricey device. It needs to really have that feature where you can see the chords. And yeah, but anyway, just wanted to show you guys that. That's it for this video, and I'm out.